What you're about to hear here is called a daily update. So it's one of the smaller shows that I put on Patreon. Not daily, but semi-regularly. This is the 312th one called The Visitor. I'm not going to tell you what it's about because you're about to hear it. But if you want to hear another 311 of these, plus a load of other podcasts, plus see the video versions of the actual full-length episodes from when there used to be radio shows, and video versions of the full episodes after the radio show ended, and that means episodes that haven't gone out yet. Things like the hidden messages in Toy Story, I think you can watch the video version of that. You maybe even be able to watch the video version of My Cousin Vinny, but I'm not 100% sure, and the hidden messages in that. I don't know if I've actually done that one yet, but you'll be able to when I've done it. There's loads on there, and you can also download me books as well, patreon.com/worldaroundyou. But here you go, here's a little, well, it's a full episode, there's a 6-minute episode for a taste. There's just something for you to start your days off with, little daily update. I was thinking it'd be good if you could hire an Airbnb in different parts of the country, and you just keep like using different ones in different areas, because you could just go for slightly different towns as well. And then what you do there is, say you go into the little corner shop and there's a woman in there. You're like, oh, you're right, love. Oh, I'm just staying in the Airbnb up the road and that. Oh, it's nice to meet you. I don't think I'll be popping in again though. I just forgot the milk. How mad's that? Something like that. And then a few hours later, pop back in, being like, oh, bloody hell, hey, fancied a couple of beers. And then you come back in, hammered, like at that point, not even off the beers, just wrecked, or acting pissed. And then you look at the woman, and then you just tell them that you love them. You're like, look, this is mad to say, but and you tell them I'm madly in, I really think I'm in love with you. I know that might sound mad. I know I only met you a few hours ago, but since I saw you, I've not been able to stop thinking about you. And your voice is just, it's like singing to me. I love it, right? But at the same time, in between that, you've been and had your hair cut in 3 of the different barbershops on the front by, the probable drug fronts in those. And then you go back, and then as you go back in later on, you go back into one of them, and you're pointing at your hair going, look at the state of this. Since I've been to see you, it's just got shorter and shorter. What's going on here? Like that, just acting mental. So everyone in this town's going to know who you are. You go into one of the supermarkets and you're just like walking up behind the staff going, hey up, hang about, love. Like that, making kissing noises next to their ears and that. Just act mental, innit? And then you're just there for 3 days, just to relax and let your guard down. That kind of thing. You go into the pub, you purposely get too pissed in there, so you act the fucking bollocks. Then you go back in the next day, hanging out your arse, start drinking again, but then sit with someone and just make up loads and loads of stories about your life. Just loads, like being like, oh, when I was 10 years old, me... sorry, it always gets me this. My mum died when I was 10 years old. She took her own life. Well, she sort of took her own life. In the note made it seem like she took her own life, because we used to always go to this petting zoo together in the farm, and then while I was at school, they say that she went to this farm and she riled up the cows, and she tried touching the calves and that, and the cows all ran at her, and she left this suicide note that was saying, always loved it at the farm, and I've decided that's where I want to go. That's where I'm gonna do it. And she stampeded by an herd of Frisians. 15. It's not a very big herd, but when they're stamping on your mum's rib cage, it don't half feel like a lot of cows. And it just, it breaks my heart when you go into shops and you see the milk and that, and you just constant reminder of your mum's own death. Me dad as well, to be fair. When I was 16, my dad decided to leave, and he went off with my real mum, and just left me. He said, oh, you're a big lad now, you're 16, your mum's dead, there's not much here for me anymore. I've got back together with your real mum, and we're going to make a go of things, but we want it to be a fresh start. So I went, they gave me 20 grand and said, use this to look after yourself for the first year or so, but get a job and try everything you can. And I did. I'm an accountant now. We worked really hard with that. Obviously it's easier as a male accountant, because for the young female accountants, the amount of rapes I'd see, and just these old men grabbing at these 18-year-old and 17-year-old fresh out of college women, and girls, I suppose, at 17, just grabbing at them. Oh, it was disgusting. It used to turn me stomach. And I had no one to talk to about it. Just like that, just in a pub. And the people who are sat there just can't escape it. And then you sit down on different tables and tell all these different fucking wild tales, anything you can come up with. And then you just, the next day, wander around and potter about, act as if nothing's really happened, and then pop into a place and just say to is there a chance I could speak to a member of manager, please? And then you just accuse the guy that's at the counter next to them, accuse him of trying to not of shortchanging you, and things, and do that in a few shops. Then leave, never return. They don't know who you are. You're just a force of nature, mate, running through that town. And the beauty is, they can't report you to Airbnb. Do you know what I mean? What have you done wrong there with Airbnb? You've kept it clean, you've kept your promise, you've not had parties in there, you've not had 3 people in there past 10 p.m, you've not set it on fire, you've looked after the place. Airbnb can't touch you, I wouldn't have thought. Don't hold me to it, but I wouldn't have thought they could. But you get a lovely time, plus you get to let off a lot of steam, you get to sort of make new friends, meet new people. You're definitely meeting new people, and they're meeting a new person every day, even if they saw you the day before. I just think it's a fucking great idea, man. I think it'd be a good thing to be able to do. I don't know if you could turn it into some sort of TV show or something, a competition. I've got no idea, where people have to do the most convincing one, or not get caught out for chatting shit, or get chased out of town with pitchforks and that. But if you could make it so that pubs have new rules as well, to have a sign outside of it saying no Airbnb guests or something, then I suppose you've won. Do you know what I mean? In the long run there, but just an idea, just a little idea for you for a bit of fun. And obviously on Patreon, there's no adverts at the start and ends of the episodes either. There might be some in there that I've already recorded in there, or me fake ones, or me ones telling you at the time what's on my website. That's purely because I can't be arsed editing out them from the old episodes for the radio show. But going forwards, I am thinking, now this isn't a guarantee, but I am thinking about putting new episodes on there, the audio of them onto Patreon without the adverts, because I could, obviously, as you've noticed by now, hopefully on here, I can put adverts into episodes, and that's helping me earn a few pennies from these, and it's sort of starting to pay for itself, which is nice. Because not that many of you sign up to Patreon. I think there's 40 people on my Patreon, so join it, £3 a month, and you get access to fucking loads of gear. And if not, leave a comment. If you want to help me out, leave comments on the podcasts, leave a rating on the podcasts, send them to a mate. Do that. Share them in your Instagram stories, share them on Twitter, Reddit, anywhere you think it might be helpful, where people might hear stuff that they want to hear. It all helps. And I thank you for listening, and hopefully you'll go and give it a bash. There's a 7-day free trial on there and all.